My name is Maria Vanderhorst, and I am a personal account manager here at Young's Insurance, and I've been here for 3 years. So when I started at Young's 2 years ago, it was that entry-level position as a receptionist. And, in the first few months, getting used to how things were working, it was very exciting, very challenging. And then, 6-7 months in, I wanted some additional responsibilities. So I went to my manager and asked her for more duties to do. I always like to be busy. In my opinion, when I'm busy, I can't shop. So it saved me some money at the end of the day. And then going forward, one of the other brokers kept saying, Maria, you should try to do more. Why didn't you get your Rebo license? And I kept putting it off because I was terribly afraid of doing something so different. 35 years of working in healthcare, and then I left healthcare and started as a receptionist. And then I thought, I'm getting up there. Should I go back to school? So this broker kept on encouraging me, and after a while, he gave me enough confidence to say, all right, let's go for it. And then I was able to enroll. Young supported me financially through the process. They supported me with encouragement and resources. So yeah, I was just wrote my Rebo in November. I passed, and here I am today as a personal account manager. With my career development, Young's was instrumental financially because they paid for me to take the program. They offered me time off to study prior to the exam. They provided me with study material for the program that I took. And they allowed us to write the exam virtually, but we got to use the equipment here at Young's to do that. On top of that was all the encouragement I received from my managers and the other brokers that I work with. So it was a group effort. I love working at Young's because I work with some of the most wonderful people. We're like a melting pot. We have, the real serious, hardworking, don't crack a joke people. And then we have some that if they weren't here, I don't know if I could handle it without them. We get along great with each other. We support each other. Because I'm new to brokering, I ask them, sometimes what I feel is a silly question, and no one has ever said, we can't answer that for you, Maria. So that to me is one of the greatest things, is the people that I work with, because we are supportive of each other. And the other is, as I mentioned before, I learn something new every single day, and I want to be challenged when I'm at work. And that's what I've had here since the day I walked in the door. So that's what I love about working here. What puts a pep in my step, what energizes me and what keeps me motivated is I go back to the early days of when my family immigrated to Canada, way back in the late 50s. So they came with 8 children in tow, not knowing the language, not knowing the currency. They started with the clothes on their back, and they never gave up. So growing up in a big family with a lot of challenges, we just never gave up. Our work ethic is beyond comparison, in my opinion, because nothing stops us. We're very resilient. And so when I'm having a day where I think I just can't do this, I think of my mother, who did laundry for 14 children, cooked meals, did lunches. She'd get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I think she can do it. She's an older mother. She had so many children. But if she could do it at 50, I certainly could have done it too. So I think more to my parents and my elder siblings who struggled a lot, and I use them as my example every day that I get out of bed. 3 words that people would describe me is reliable, funny, and hardworking. Volunteering to me is just a great way to reach out to the community to show that we are more than just selling you insurance. And again, it's just another opportunity for me to meet new people, new faces. My life has been dedicated to service. And if I can go out and volunteer and do something, I'm helping the community. I'm helping the company by representing us when we're out there. So that's why I love to volunteer. When am I happiest? I am happiest when I'm with my family, my siblings, my extended family, my children. I'm happy with my dogs. And if I could have all of that together on an island with an adult beverage, that would just be the icing on the cake.